She said, police work is so boring. There's no action. I said, why do you want to have any action? Otherwise, nothing happened. I said, there are two parts of the answer to this. On the one hand, when I was a teacher in high school, I find a lot of delinquent kids who are rebellious. And that's the first time that caused my interest or curiosity in how to educate the younger people. And then I went to the United States to get my master's and PhD degree in sociology. But it is more difficult to find a job in sociology. On that time, criminology was on the rise in the United States. There's a significant expansion of criminology program, and therefore I jumped into the field of criminology as my major interest. I don't think there's any secret in that, but genuinity is the most important thing, and develop the basic idea, talk with the students, and I do not know what to say. Do not have the power distance with the students. That is very, very important. A lot of time the people achieve some fame, then they think they are somebody and hold themselves back from the student. That is not a good way to teach the student. The best way to teach a student is to be genuine and to be accessible, and therefore win their trust, win their confidence, and that's the best way to educate. Yeah, criminology is a broad subject, and therefore it is most important to get their interest in the subject matter of the crime and crime control. So convey the idea of professionalism is also very important. One of my important arguments is that there is a relationship between democratic rule and criminology. When you rely on democratic rules, then you need criminology, because many of the issues are debatable, controversial, and in the past we use power, you use force to reinforce certain ideas, and that is not the best way. The best way is to persuade people to believe in the rule of law and believe in the rule that they try to follow. And that is only possible in the democratic society. And in the non-democratic society, basically, particularly in the old time, we kill them all. They are our enemy. We define them as other category, and we basically eliminate them. But in the democratic society, we develop tolerance. We tolerate each other's differences. We tolerate each other's ideas and attitude. Therefore, we need criminology that with a focus on democratic ideas. I think it is mostly driven by the professional orientation. In other words, including your criminology center, I see that it tries to attract the young people with technology, with forensic science. Your program have a strong component of forensic science. That is different from American criminology and criminal justice. We do not emphasize on the forensic aspect of criminology. But you could, because there are a lot of new technology in this area and novelty that people may develop certain interest. American and Canadian criminology, we do not use that aspect to attract students. So maybe there's national differences here. I'm very impressed with your campus. I believe the rector of your institution, I haven't met him, but I met the vice rector, Fugawa. Fugawa. She is extremely dynamic and extremely creative in pushing on the new program and in recruiting the student. I think your institute have a great future. Very dynamic, very dynamic. And also the city is beautiful, Yesterday we have an opportunity to visit the old town and visit the historical museum, the underground history. It was fantastic. I will rate it very high. In particular, if you consider the university I visited here in Poland, the University of Wywiad. I don't think their forensic center is as advanced as here. Your equipment is several $1 million alone, I believe. Yeah, so it's quite advanced. Ours have a different system because Canadian and American belong to the common law society. In the common law society, there's only police academy, and the police academy is a short-term training. In the United States, it could be as short as 3 months and as long as half a year. In Canada, it's no more than 1 year, and it's not degree granting institution. It's not degree granting institution. But if you want to become a police officer, once you become police officer, if you want to get the academic degree, then you must get academic degree from the university like ours. So we have a lot of police officers who take our course to get the bachelor degree in order to be promoted. Right? And in European, it's a different system. You have a professional career that is separate from university degree and etc. But it's probably a 2-year program, and also they give a kind of degree, which is very different. And that's why your students have the opportunity to assess this kind of information. The forensic information in the United States or in Canada are only available for those people who are doing the detective's job. So you basically get the high school diploma, and you apply for the police academy, and you get trained and become the police officer. After a few years, if you say that I'm going to further my knowledge about crime solving, and you want to become detective, and then they send you to these places and do all these things. And again, it's a short-term training program without degree granting ability for those academies. But once you're out, you put your knowledge to work instantly. But for the police officers who do the patrol daily work, they generally do not have that kind of knowledge. Yeah, if there's any message, I think respect human rights. That is very fundamental. And a lot of people who are so eager to become the police officer, and once they are in uniform, they forgot that you are dealing with ordinary people, and simply because they have more power, and suddenly they have a tendency or the potential to abuse their power. don't ever forget you're also one of the ordinary citizens, and respect other people will make your life easier and make the society better. I want to add one of the stories. One of my former students who became a police officer, after a few months, she came back to my office and visited me, and we talked about her work. And she said, police work is so boring. There's no action. I said, why do you want to have any action? Otherwise, nothing happens. I said, that's exactly what you want. Right? Nothing happens is the best for the society and for you. Right? If something happens, it's not good for you and it's not good for society. There will be a victim and something. And sometimes it is those ego needs to capture the enemy of society or capture the bad things in the society that leads the police abuse their power. You cannot be over enthusiastic about your role. 辛苦你了。